Welcome back. I'm Shaq. We got ourselves a new video. Shaq just wanna get it. Baby, let me finish.
Heartbreaks and promises. I have more than my share. Heart.
It's a great song. So I found a debate about what is a woman. The whole panel went against this one lady because she said that, hey, yo, I kind of think there's only two things, a woman and a man, and you know what you was born as. They lost their minds. So we're gonna do the same thing we always do. God gave us 2 ears to listen. Gave us the mouth to judge your and that's what we gonna do. We gonna judge people and we gonna listen. My listening skills ain't the best, but I think it's good enough. I believe. But hold up, if you just hitting this video, need to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in the comment section, give me a thumbs up or heart. Just to let me know that it's real. Well, let's waste no more time. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, man.
What are your thoughts on what's going on here? Should Mr. Beast get canceled? Is he going to get canceled? Is the ramifications of what his co-host did basically pinned on him? What are your thoughts?
There are like 6 questions in there.
Go for it all.
What do I think?
All of it.
No, I don't think it's a coincidence. The story is coming out now with the I think that people are trying to pin him for not sticking by someone who's been exposed. There's a lot about his family drama. I refer to him as Chris, like, you know, it's Chris. It's a man to me. You could do whatever you want. You could take whatever hormones you want, dress however you want. I think you're born a man or born a woman, and that's generally how I see things. So I don't use the word trans, actually. I think you can do whatever you want, take up whatever space you want, but you are still a man to me. You look wonderful. You look great. But
yeah, girls,
you stand on
that side of the street, and we stand on this side, and
that's your opinion. I'm not here to debate that.
Yeah,
so.
but I think that's a big thing. That is a huge part of this story, which is the hate that is coming out about Chris and how he abandoned his wife and his kid, which was not covered here. And in terms of Mr. Beast and if he should be canceled for those things, I mean, you know, I think that we have double standards in the space. I think some people get canceled and some people don't. So, I mean, he's not saying the N-word. He's reading things. Is he laughing, being silly? Is that embarrassing? Yeah. Did he probably grow from that? Yeah.
Well, you know, during the whole trans debate, why didn't you bring that up?
Girl, why wait till now? Stand on it.
I was trying, but I couldn't get a word in.
What do you have to say about that?
About what?
What you just said. You said that you don't think
stand on it.
Yeah.
That's the hill you want to stand on. Stand on it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll say this. I've said this on air. I said it's my pinned tweet on my Twitter at Aaron Wexler. It's all over my Instagram, which is non-libtake. You're a man or you're a woman, but I think you could do whatever you want. So you dress the way you want.
See, but like,
doesn't bother me. Like, do whatever you want.
I really want to make sure that you drove it in because I don't want it to sound like I'm like speaking over your like that.
Yeah,
yeah. So no one's saying, okay, this is the thing that
You spoke over her twice now, just to let you know. If you think you're not speaking over her, you have twice. You're already emotionally triggered. We can tell.
I'm gonna like now. All right, you are 100% right. Yes, we are. No one's arguing. Like trans women, like we're not arguing that we're the same thing as you. I'm not trying to be taken serious as a woman. I'm trying to be taken seriously as what I am, which is a trans woman.
Well, that's specific to you, though. I think you make a lot of points that other people in your position don't actually agree with.
But a lot of the girls, honestly, think the way that we do. Like how we just stood. But at the end of the day, too, like there's a lot of things that are like. You're right. There are a lot of girls that want to die on that hill and say that, oh, I'm a woman. You're trans. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, I think it's like. That it's like it just creates a divide in the sense that no one's trying. I'm not arguing that I'm the same as you, babe. I'm not. I'm gonna keep transitioning. I'm gonna look even hotter than I already do now, and it's not gonna matter.
Oh, you're not hot. You're not hot. I don't. Your makeup and your outfit is the only thing that's feminine. I don't want to say it. I want to just keep up with the argument. So that was disturbing to hear out loud, though. I'm not gonna lie.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna die. You're gonna dig up my skeleton, and it's gonna say male.
You're goddamn right.
We understand that.
You and I are not disagreeing. But to say that, to use the word trans, I don't agree with.
I'm gonna say this
anything.
now.
You're a man who dresses a certain way and takes hormones.
But that's what you are. That ideology doesn't make sense to me because that same logic. I'm gonna flip it back on you. We're gonna look at a wooden chair, and you're gonna look at it and say that that's still a tree. No. You're going to look at here and tell Carmen and say, spoil to her face, yes, she might have been born a male. That's a woman, babe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But
No,
you just claim, but you just.
There are a lot of girls that want to die on that hill and say that, oh, I'm a woman, you're trans. You know what I'm saying? So like,
did you just say a second ago you're not doing that? You just said a second ago that trans women are trans women. They're not women. And now you just threw that all away. Oh, you crazier than a fish with titties. That was crazy. That was crazy. And the second thing I want to address is that example you said, which was just horrible. If women are trees, men are rocks. Unless we're saying that men and women are exactly the same. If they're not the same, women are trees, men are rocks. Like if we say humans, they're both natural things that grow. Rocks, trees. Wooden chair, a chair made of rocks. Your example was terrible. It was terrible, just like your outfit, and you need to shave, sir.
Claim, but you just claimed that you weren't taking that.
you know what I mean? So like,
this is the thing. There's going to be people that are not going to agree. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But don't be disrespectful. That's how
it's not disrespectful to say that
I don't think anyone's being disrespectful. By the way, this is a conversation
I'm not
you
saying,
guys
if you feel like you're being disrespectful, like that's on you. I'm not saying that you are or you're not. I'm just making it a statement. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would say that though.
Because we're talking to an audience. There's
disrespectful.
It's not just us having a private conversation. There's cameras here. So
that's a damn lie.
She was right. There was no need for that input unless you felt like that was happening. You just try to indirectly check somebody. And she was like, hey, yo, you're not going to check me, boo. You're not going to do it unless you're going to just directly say it. Come on, man up. You should be used to that.
So with that being said, I see my experience, and this is my opinion. I just have a male body. Okay. I don't, my identity doesn't rest on my physicality or what I was born with or not born with. That could be your life, your journey. That's fine. Stay in your lane and I'll stay in my lane. And that's
a slippery slope from a spiritual standpoint to disconnect your identity from your body. And I think that's a much deeper thing that they're trying to get people behind, which is so like why society needs boundaries, because it's so easy to move into no man's land once you start knocking down boundaries of what's normal and what's accepted. And that's why a lot of kids are getting confused now. And
then you have the boxing situations and all the other stuff that's going on.
Right. But also, can you define what male or woman is? Can you define that? Like why is it that you dressing in a feminine way? How does that make you a woman? You could be a woman who has your tomboy face and maybe you never grow out of it. And maybe you have like a more masculine
and the loudest
you,
sector of the LGBT, unfortunately, as advocating as you are for those individuals, the loudest sector of them is the one saying exactly what you guys are not saying. You know, so you're saying that you identify as the trans. So that's the thing. So that the largest representatives of your group are saying that.
But let's be
so
real,
we can only go and we can only have those conversations.
I don't think it's I don't think that's the case. I think that it's because they have opposing views and people find that to be scandalous, or they talk more about those small that small group of people that you're talking about. That makes more controversy, and people love controversy, and that's why you see that. You know, you don't see enough of us, our point of view, which is probably why we're here.
Well, what percentage of the trans community is aligned with your perspective versus the perspective that they're talking about?
It's the trans people that you don't see that don't put it out there.
Well, give me a percentage. Is it half?
I don't know every single trans person.
I can't give you like a straight up like statistic. I can't give it to you. Like I know the girls that I run with, the girls that have mentored me, the girls that have shown me like the ropes of what it is to be trans, think the way I do. You know what I mean? Like she's 100% right. Sweetheart, like you're like, I stand with what I agree with you.
Okay, but hold on.
Try to take
Carmen,
this is my thing. Like
does Carmen think she's right?
What bothers me?
You made your point.
I think
Carmen,
that you
think she's right?
I think if she wants to have a rigid opinion, that's fine. You can. That's fine. But what I just want to say is that being a woman is based more. When you say the word woman, it's based more on region, it's based more on culture, it's based more. A woman from Texas is going to be a different woman from London.
That's retarded what you just said. Did you just say that being a woman is based off a region? They actually let this person have a mic. You get to have a mic, and you just said that a woman from Texas is different from a woman from London. They're both still women. I can't even have like an input on this because it was so dumb. Yeah, I got nothing.
Wherever. So the term woman, when you say woman, it's different than when you say female. You are a female, that's fine. And you have certain experiences because you have a female body. That's cool. Spiritually speaking, I am a spiritual person, right? I'm totally spiritual. I have a male body. That doesn't mean that I have to identify with the way you present your male body or whoever. We're not the same. We're all individual. And clearly, human beings have been around forever. So there's going to be mutations, like a natural born woman with XY chromosomes. That's all good and fine.
Yeah. Can you distinguish though, real quick? Can you just distinguish respect and disrespect? Because the thing is that, like, I think to your point, if we feel, okay, male, female, it's disrespectful for us to feel like we have to say something that we don't believe to be true. So where do you draw like, what is respect and disrespect? Because I acknowledge you I acknowledge you as a human who was made in the image of God, a male that was made in the image of God. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge your humanity. I acknowledge all of those things. Now, what I'm saying is that I feel like it would be disrespectful on your part to force me to say something that I didn't necessarily agree with or believe. So that's why I'm asking. I'm saying clarify. What is
Let Rayan speak. Hold on. Sorry, Let Rayan speak because she hasn't spoken in a while.
I think what's really disrespectful is that I don't know your name, but literally they weren't saying anything wrong. They weren't even like debating you.
Yeah, you want to wait for the last 20 minutes.
But wait, you waited. You went straight to them, like, oh, like said all this like BS. I don't even know what you said because it was just BS. Like, why are you saying it now?
Why don't you articulate it instead of calling something BS?
I'm not going to say that on
Just
here.
Say,
but
yeah,
why?
You can.
No.
Instead of lobbing over an insult and saying I said BS, why don't you actually articulate what part of my statement bothered you?
You're not a woman. I don't see
you wouldn't know she's trans unless she told you.
What did she say to you? That did she whisper in your ear and say like, "I'm a woman. I do this. I could do that."
Well,
why would you do that?
You don't remember what she said, do you? You got mad and you forgot what she said. You're just in a ball of anger right now.
You tripping, bro? You tripping?
Using pronouns this entire segment that I am not comfortable with, I don't agree with. And we were actually speaking very specifically about Elon and all these cases. And I was asked
to the camera,
by
Sauce
to comment on
directly
this
to Carmen.
case. So it wasn't
I think you were just trying to put forth your point.
Some reason it's always gotta be a sister with glasses who say some that is stupid in front of everybody. Not gonna lie to you, the one that they call Carmen, who happens to be a very tall.
Folks, I'm a boy.
Bro said something stupid too. But sister, why you had to do it?
Because we had heard the other perspectives at a larger, like, you know.
Look, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
I'm not going to demonize her
I'm going to
opinion.
speak and you guys will listen. And then here's what I'll say. Whether she said it at the beginning of the show or the end of the show, that's on her. She should have probably said something earlier. That's fine. We probably would have been arguing for another hour.
Yeah.
So I actually respect the fact that we had some different conversations. But that's still how she feels.
And it's valid.
And that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
so the
100%
fact that she waited, but
I was just trying not to derail the conversation earlier.
If anything, you might say that it was actually respectful that she let the conversation marinate for a while.
Agreed.
See, so the fact is she believes that a man is a man and a woman's a woman. Here's my perspective. Final point. She's just like, listen, ABC, that's what it is. 1, 2, 3. A man's a man, a woman's a woman. Carmen, in my opinion, because she transitioned, in my opinion, she's so over this conversation. She's had this conversation for 20 years now, where she's just like, are we really doing this again? And here's the deal, Carmen. We are.
Well, we are
because
we have to
homegirl over here
we have to live with
There's
it.
never
the
gonna
most
be a
talkative.
resolution, though.
She's the most talkative because she's 4 years in. She's like, yo, what's up? What you know, like
no, for me,
and that's fine.
And that's therapy
totally fine.
There's a danger to it, though.
There's a danger. What's the danger?
If she thinks the way she thinks or not, it's not my business.
Somebody in her position could use women's bathrooms, and we know women have been under those circumstances. So somebody who transitions looks like a woman.
Wait, trans people, women in bathrooms?
Yeah,
when did that happen?
No, men dress up as women.
That's not a trans woman.
Not,
look,
but it's a man dressing like a woman.
That's a cross-dresser.
That's a cross-dresser.
Right, but a lot of people classify that as the same thing.
They would argue with you and insist that they are trans. That person, like you said that earlier, that like the guy with the beard is not trans to you, but they would say they are.
We are on the same page. If you don't look like a girl, get the out of the girl's bathroom. There are certain positions.
I don't think you belong in the girl's bathroom.
But you wouldn't, my love, you wouldn't know. If
Hold on, come on. Yes, we do. Look at you.
Well, that's okay because I'm a lady. Oops. No, I'm not.
Whoa, there it is.
We know. You really look like you're supposed to be one of those at Vegas in like one of those cheap hotels walking up saying, hey, yo, $3. All right, $3. I'll do whatever you want. That's wild for you to act like we wouldn't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not wrong about this.
But okay, I'm 4 years in.
Fair enough.
Carmen goes into the bathroom. You wouldn't know if she's trans or not. You only know.
Does Carmen?
I told you.
Does Carmen belong in the?
Oh my god.
Does Carmen belong in the girls' bathroom?
Sweetheart.
How about you stop using that one and use yourself? What do you call yourself? Everybody know what you are. 100%.
If you were born with a penis, and chromosomes, get the out of my bathroom.
Yeah, that's
what I think.
So the lady that was the boxer that has XY chromosomes that was born with a
man.
You wouldn't want her in the female
You wouldn't want
restroom,
her
even though she was born with a
because he has a.
Yeah.
That is part of both being a
doesn't have
hermaphrodite.
a- she doesn't have a-
Yes,
we don't know that because they won't tell us.
So
Yeah,
I got
because
Aaron.
we knows for sure.
Listen, hold on.
There's a
And there's a
bulge in the
lot of what
picture,
you're
too.
saying that I fully agree with.
I agree with her.
But hold on.
No, I do.
Hold on.
There's a lot happening.
But let me say one thing. If Carmen walked into the men's bathroom,
That would be a problem.
That'd be a problem.
What's this chick doing in here? So there is a little gray area where it's like, why is Carmen now? She has to be like,
look,
I wouldn't be like that. If I get a look at that head on your shoulders and them hands, you have me like, oh, what's up, dog? Boy, Adam, you sound like you got tricked a couple of times.
No, because
now she has to be like, sorry guys, I was actually born a man,
You're not gonna have
and
those
now we're like
conversations.
having a weird conversation when it's just like, take a piss, like
So
relax.
you're saying that women should be uncomfortable in their bathroom instead?
Well,
instead
I'm
of
saying-
him being uncomfortable walking in.
But how would you know that Carmen has anything going on other than she
You
looks
wouldn't
like a
know,
woman?
baby.
You wouldn't know.
This is the thing that happens to
So
me.
this is the problem with the whole black and white
You
thing.
can sit there and be on that hill. I'll be the problematic one. I don't care. I don't have a brand. I don't have any clout. I'm just like a regular, normal little T girl running through the world.
Oh! Ew, dude! What the?
I feel like a lot of the issues that we're having is the divide where it's competition, my love. Where like we're dating the same men,
We're
rather
definitely
we want
not dating the
Yeah,
same.
Oh, God.
we are, baby. Trust me.
No, we are not.
We are.
I don't know about dating.
Yes,
the same
we are.
man.
We're dating the same
Can't
dudes.
say that.
You see? After that being said, you now know he's crazy. That right there is actual crazy. Pretend my hand is hair. We're dating the same man, babe. No, you're not. Why would you say that out loud? Anybody who dates you know what they were doing. 100%. Tell you, man, fentanyl.
I think that there's a competitive aspect to where like why is it that it matters that we went and we got like there are T girls.
Carolina,
you
this
would
is
not
where I just
know.
full on cut you off.
Hold on, but
No.
I'm
You cannot
confused.
say
Can
that
I
you're
ask a
dating the
question?
same
Like,
man.
why is it like
You guys
we
aren't dating the same
are.
marketplace.
They're-
Like,
babe,
There might be
Sure
one
you.
dude who's just like, yo, I'm down for whatever.
Babe,
Can we
But
have
most
a
straight men are not like
green red of who thinks we're dating the same men?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
You
we
wanna do that?
are.
Big scream. That was wild. We're dating the same people. How could you say that with a straight face? How could nobody else say anything when bro said that? That lets you know all that panel. Like, you know, the sister with the glasses, you now know who she is. So you're gonna confront the other one about that. But when bro, the cake and the wig on, say what he said, you just perfectly fine. That is so wild. I can't even fathom it. I hope I used that word correctly. The answer is so simple. What is a woman? XX. What about no? Well, can it be no? You're just being maybe, but it's still XX. We don't have to go no further. Everybody's gonna keep letting this dude a long time ago who came up with this so-called gender thing, who happens to be a dude who likes dudes and women, be the one to answer this question. He was actually part of their group, and y'all are using him as the person to prove that this thing is true. That's like a person who's part grizzly bear telling everybody that they should be perfectly fine with grizzly bears walking the streets. When most people, especially Joe Rogan, know grizzly bears attack anything they see.
What is it? What's wrong, sister?
Every time I hear these conversations, I'll be like, how is this being had? Like 20 years ago, this was wild to say out loud. And I was alive.
Oh, you ain't know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.